Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Top 5 Podcast, the most casual podcast on the internet. If you're watching on YouTube, you might have seen a new face in the top right corner. This is our friend, Aaron. Say hello, Aaron. Tell the
Hey
audience hi.
guys, what's going on?
Aaron is here to tell us all about his top 5 favorite Pop-Tarts, but Aaron isn't alone. We also have our returning cast of Zach Blanner,
Hey, what's up, guys?
Colin Harding,
As a cast member, I'm not paid to be here.
and Matt Bush.
We need to form a union.
Yeah.
Well, if you didn't quite catch in the beginning, this episode is all about our top 5 favorite Pop-Tart flavors. And this week, Zach, you are kicking it off with your number 5 pick.
My number 5 is Wild Berry.
Wild Berry.
Berry. Yes, it is. It is a simple Pop Tart. There's nothing really too fancy about it. It doesn't get too crazy. It is in the same like genre of like the classic fruited Pop Tarts, but it's a mix. It's a mix of the Pop Tarts.
Fruited and booted.
Yeah, exactly. It also looks really cool. It's like purple with like a bunch of different color streaks on like the like icing bit. So I'm a big fan of that. But yeah, it's just a very simple Pop Tart. It's not as boring as a lot of the other fruit Pop Tarts.
What you got
and
against
just
cherry,
good.
bro?
Dude, I'm just not, I don't want cherry. Like if you're like I got Pop Tarts, and I'm like, oh cool, you have Pop Tarts. You're like, yeah, they're in the pantry, and I open it and it's just a cherry Pop Tart. I'm gonna be like, oh okay, well.
So you don't
really
have
didn't have
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts.
Like
You
you
don't
have pop, like
Pop-Tarts.
it's like you have Pop Tarts. You don't have Pop Tarts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
It's like whenever you say, "Mom, can we get some Pop-Tarts?" She says, "We have Pop-Tarts in the freezer," and you open up, it's just toaster strudel. You know.
Oh god,
I
I love
haven't had that experience. I
I
haven't had
don't
that
think that
experience.
happens at all, like ever.
Sorry that happened to you, Ron.
No, when I was a kid, I really wanted Pop Tarts, and then we had toaster strudel for a while. Like we started to go as a toaster strudel family for a little bit, and then the three of us, me and my two sisters, formed a union, and we got the Pop Tart gang going back. That's what we
See,
started going with.
I feel like those are just two different things. Like I feel like you can't equate them. You know?
You can, but you can't.
For sure.
I think toaster strudel's tried to be the Pop Tart of the freezer, you know, but it's just not.
See, I would argue not. You know?
I think it's an alternative, you know.
They're not even like remotely the same.
Yeah. Well,
In
like they're
terms of
the
the
same in the sense of
fruitiness.
like packaging. Well, yeah, but there's a lot of more savory or
They're
like
a,
other
they're a
kinds.
pastry with a
Yeah.
jam filling and icing sprinkled on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think where
pretty
Pop Tarts
much the
takes the
same.
cake is like you just grab a Pop Tart and you're good. Whereas like if you want a toaster strudel, like you got to put time into it. You know?
I mean,
Whereas
sure,
Pop
but
Tarts, you could put the time.
Too
into
much
it,
of a process.
but, like, you
that's
don't
like
need
saying
to.
Wendy's versus like Burger
McDonald's. I'll call it. McDonald's.
Sure.
Gonna bring McD's.
McDonald's is banging.
Matt, pancakes there? Fuego.
Dude, their pancakes are good.
I'm not opposed to them. I've only had them once though.
Never had them. They're McGriddles, dude. That's
They're
like
good.
I think it's a
You can catch me with the
with
McGriddle.
like syrup on it.
If you're going through a
It's good.
McDonald's early in the morning, try their pancakes.
You're just going through some.
Dude, have you
crap,
ever had a
honestly.
McDonald's Coke?
Yeah, dude, it smacks. You ever had their Sprite?
I had a
It's way
McDonald's
better.
Coke. I had Coke at McDonald's.
High
But-
syrup.
What's your favorite thing from McDonald's, Aaron?
Oh, bro, they've got those $2 deals where you get a sausage, I think it's a sausage griddle or McMuffin and a hash brown for $2. And I work right across the street from one, so I haven't got a McDonald's in a long time, but that used to be the spot.
Oh,
6 o'clock in the
Sounds
morning.
like it's about to be.
Looks like you're doing it.
Honestly,
yeah,
shout
yeah.
out to all of you that pay full price for fast food and don't order off the dollar menu for keeping us in the cheap area.
Oh, for sure. I only get.
Oh, what's your favorite
McChickens.
thing from McDonald's?
Absolutely nothing.
Colin's favorite thing about McDonald's is leaving McDonald's. That's about it.
Passing by as I see the open sign go to closed. That's my favorite thing to see.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Damn, where did all this hate come from?
That's so
A
bad.
lot of pent up
Deep-
It's very
frustration.
deep rooted.
Yeah, it sounds like
Deep
it.
rooted.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You
But
can watch it. You can watch
It's
an
been there
hour
for
long
years.
rant about it if you'd like. It's on the.
Not an hour long.
you're right.
It's
I did.
barely 10 minutes.
No, you're right. I did edit that one a lot. So I'm just messing. But Zach, wild berry flavor is your number 5 pick for Pop Tarts.
Yeah, dude, wild berry. Let's
Alright.
let's get it. Let's get
Well-
it. The funnest looking one, I would say.
The funnest, yes, of course.
The most fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I got a degree in writing, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Not
Just
speaking.
yeah. of
Most
course.
funner.
Most funner. Aaron, our special guest for today. I want to hear what your number 5 Pop-Tart pick is, bud.
All right, number 5, especially going into the summer, I gotta hit it with that s'mores.
There you go.
Getting
S'mores.
close. I want them bonfires. I want the marshmallows. So, in the morning lately, I've been getting a nice cup of coffee and just having a nice s'more Pop-Tart at 6 o'clock in the morning. So,
There you
Can
go.
you say
That's where
s'more for me again?
no, I don't want to say it. What is it?
You-
S'more.
He says
S'mores.
some more. Like I want some more, not just
Some more.
That's
s'more.
why it's named that way.
I know. I know.
Oh,
I've never
God.
heard it be pronounced that way. No,
S'more.
Aaron, the best, obviously, I'm sure you do this because you should. If you don't, you're an animal. But when you have your s'more Pop-Tart, it has to be put in the toaster every single time, right?
So I did something a little bit differently. As I was growing up, I would make all of my Pop-Tarts with peanut butter in between them, and then I would put them in the microwave.
What?
Mm.
Yeah, I knew I was
Okay.
gonna
I
get some.
You know, I
head
think you
start
could be
there.
onto
Aaron's just
something.
trying to
Aaron.
make a bunch of just
I think you
tasty
could be
taste.
Yeah.
onto something.
I
think he's
I don't
on
know why,
something.
when it
Like
started,
it depends
yeah.
for sure. Like I don't know if I'd do that to a wild berry Pop Tart.
No, it's only a select
I
few, like
hope you
chocolate
wouldn't.
chips, some cookie dough.
I can understand chocolate chip. Chocolate chip would
Yeah.
be real good. With
So-
some
That's
peanut
like
butter.
the OG.
What's the
We did that for a
childhood
little
Aaron
bit.
thought process of putting peanut butter between two Pop-Tarts?
I don't know. I think it started off with geez, I don't even know. I think the toaster was definitely a play back in the day, but
Mhm.
then it just turned into I want a little bit of peanut butter, and then it just got a little bit dry, and it wasn't as good. It wasn't warmed up. So then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put a little bit of peanut butter in between these cakes and toss it in the microwave. Let's see what's up. So paper
On-
plate.
Well, in Aaron's defense, you can't put the Pop Tarted or the peanut buttered Pop Tart into the toaster. You can't do
can't.
that.
You could.
So that's
definitely
why
you
that's why
could.
the microwave.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're heating up the peanut butter at the same time.
I've never
because I
heard
will
of-
contest.
Go
I
on,
mean, if
Zach.
you have a
That-
toaster oven, you could easily do it.
Yeah, I don't have a toaster oven.
Well,
so-
yeah, but then the peanut
microwave.
butter's gonna leak. It's gonna drip.
Oh,
you
in the
know.
microwave.
And
It's
that's
You're
good.
gonna do that in the microwave?
No, it
Well, yeah,
definitely-
but you can have it on a plate. You can put it
It's
on a
easier
plate.
to clean in the microwave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you could also
Yeah.
just put it on a piece of tin foil.
I mean, yeah, but now we're getting into a process.
Yeah, no, see, we're good.
You should put some
Okay,
tin
so
foil in
what's-
the
What's
microwave,
the difference
dude.
between
See what
tin
happens.
foil and a plate?
What?
What's the difference between tin foil and a plate, and in the involved steps of? Now we're getting into
All
it.
right,
It's
this
reaching
is-
into the cabinet and
ready?
grabbing tin foil instead of grabbing a plate.
You
Ready?
just gotta grab
Plate?
it.
Plate. Pop Tart.
Pop-Tart.
Microwave. that's it.
So there's a tear step. I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
You gotta tear it, but then you gotta line it and like you gotta put it in down like it's a process.
And also, I don't.
Oh, it's so difficult. It's so difficult.
I'm not saying it's so difficult, but compared to putting it in the microwave, yeah.
Oh, something you gotta heat up too.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think I've ever put anything with peanut butter on or in it in the microwave before, so I think that's what's kind of confusing me the
Ooh,
most.
all right, Ron, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
walk you
sounds
through
kinda
something real quick.
suspect.
Ready? Here's what you do: toaster waffles. Throw some toaster waffles in there. I'd recommend the cinnamon ones with like the deep pockets, the bit thick ones. Throw those in the or throw those in the toaster. Right? Let them cook. Let them pop. Once they pop, you put the peanut butter on. Make a sandwich out of it. Throw some honey. Do whatever you want to do to make your little sandwich. Then you throw it in the microwave. I'll tell you what, dude. That's
I
a-
do
that's a
that,
whole
but with
snack.
ice cream instead of peanut butter.
Oh yeah.
In the microwave.
No, like obviously you don't microwave the ice cream, but I make like a waffle sandwich with ice cream.
Yeah, that's good.
Aaron, I can't judge you too much for this weird concoction you have made, though, because when I was younger, the two things I would only eat were Pop-Tarts and salami and cheese sandwiches, specifically pretty much just brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts. So I would make the sandwich, but I would put the Pop-Tart in the sandwich too and then eat it. So I can't judge you too much.
Oh
It's,
my
it's a
God, you're gonna
disgusting
get-
combination
You're
for
gonna
a
get
child.
roasted.
what did
later
you
for
do?
that
I
one,
would just
geez.
What
make
did
a
you do?
normal like salami and cheese sandwich and then a Pop-Tart right in that bish. And I would just eat it. Because I'd want to. I wouldn't put, obviously, two Pop-Tarts at
What
once.
kind of
That's just
Pop-Tarts?
disgusting.
What kind of Pop-Tart?
Brown sugar cinnamon, of course.
Jesus Christ.
It's
Oh,
not
man.
like it's not as bad as putting like a hot fudge sundae one in there. but it's still disgusting. If
That's
I
bad.
had a
Well,
time
listen,
machine, I'd go back and change that.
I'd hope so. But hey, since I tried the ho-hos in the freezer, next time you have a
That's not
good.
even weird though. Where did
That is
this
weird.
where did
That's
this
weird.
narrative come from that it's
You don't
weird?
do that. You keep that in the
I
cupboard.
don't
It
understand.
It is weird for sure.
It's
It is.
weird.
It tastes
It's not
good. It is
weird.
weird. It's weird.
It is
It's
not
It's
weird.
definitely
weird.
not
But
weird.
listen,
I'll
since
try
I
your
tried
thing,
that,
Aaron. I'll try your
next
thing.
time you get a Pop-Tart, put a little bit of peanut butter in there, toss it in the microwave.
Does it have to be the
I'm
s'more
Ron,
Pop-Tarts?
I'm tired of this ho-hos in the
Aaron, are you a
freezer being
crunchy or
Dude,
made.
I'm so sick of it,
Smooth.
honestly.
It's made up.
Smooth.
It's
This
fake.
this
Forgotten.
hatred is just comes from nothing. It just comes from
Dude, it-
predisposed parental mistakes. That the reason
It
that
really
ho-hos in the
does. It
freezer
really
is just such
does.
a hatred. I don't get it.
It is for sure weird. It's weird in the sense that the majority, like I, if you talk to 5 people, 2 or 3 of them never heard what you're talking about.
3 of them are
they're gonna
wild.
think you're like, what the hell?
They didn't
Well,
have
no.
too much creativity. You know.
Here's the thing, though.
I mean, realistically,
like,
if you weren't from this side of the Mississippi, you probably don't even know what ho-hos are.
I mean, maybe.
Unless you're talking about your cousin, but yeah.
Yeah.
And
All right.
Uh,
Well,
whose turn
I
is it?
think until they got bought out again, they probably weren't much more than like the northern areas.
that was Aaron's pick for his number 5. So we're gonna move it on to Colin for your number 5, bud. So what do you have?
All right, so my number 5 is also going to be followed up by a preface.
Of course,
So-
naturally.
This list, like all other lists, always comes with the fancy PF. And for this one, I went and chose specifically toasted. Not
Okay.
the grab it and like run to the bus or grab it and shove it in your face kind of a move. So my number 5 is also going to be s'mores.
Good pick.
S'mores
Straight.
toasted. It's really good. It is just really good. That's all I have to say. S'mores is just it's a good Pop-Tart.
It
Toast
is, man.
it.
It's a
good.
nice tasting one. Yeah, it's a good one. Gotta love them s'mores.
Yeah. No, s'more. I don't think this is the last time we're gonna hear about s'mores. I think s'mores is
you
always
want
gonna be
some
like
more?
top 2.
Some more,
you,
then?
you want some more though, bro?
I
Dude,
think there's
you
only
want
one
more?
Pop-Tart I could hear on anyone's list that would actually offend me.
Okay.
I'm sure I'll hear it
I'm
on
gonna move it
someone.
on to my list.
Honestly, I hope it's mine.
Oh,
I'm really hoping it's mine. But Matt, since that's all Colin had to say about his s'mores Pop-Tarts, I want to hear what your number 5 is, bud.
My number 5 was hot fudge sundae.
There it is. What the hell's wrong with you?
What do you mean?
Wait, what do you mean, though?
What do you
talking
mean?
about?
What do I mean?
What are you talking about?
It's so bad. It's
What?
such a
What are you
bad
talking
Pop-Tart.
about?
Oh
Yeah,
my
I'm
god!
kind
It's
of
just
concerned.
too much. It's just.
What
I
are
could
you
put it-
talking about?
I just can't get behind it. Like, there's so many other Pop Tarts that accomplish what the hot fudge sundae is trying to accomplish. Just
That's
better.
not true. That's
And then
not
you
true.
throw it in the microwave you throw it in the toaster. It doesn't even make it better because why would
It does.
You,
It makes it so much better.
no.
What are you talking
Oh,
about?
it's just not. No. It's not good. Anyway,
That
go
is
ahead.
such
Speak your
immense
truth.
crap.
Speak your
I can't
truth.
even
Go
believe it.
I'm
ahead.
kind of annoyed, honestly.
I am too.
Look at
Honestly,
you, Zach.
I'm up there. I'm
It's just
agitated.
look. There's just other better Pop Tarts. Like if you want that type of
That's just-
experience,
that's
there's
not
just
true.
better Pop Tarts than it. Yeah.
Well, there's four Pop Tarts that are better. Clearly.
Ugh. I'd rather have an uniced Pop Tart than the.
No, you wouldn't. Take that back.
No, no.
Take that back.
Unfrosted?
Take that back.
Yeah.
Take that back. Not on air. Not on air. You gotta say it off air.
Matt, tell us more about hot fudge
I don't know.
sundaes.
I fuck with it. It's just good. I don't have like a preface. I guess I have a theme. I picked all like the dessert Pop Tarts. I like the fruit ones, but not enough to put them on a list. So my picks are all like 1,200 calories, sugar monstrosities.
Yes, as
That I
they
like.
should be.
'Cause I don't like eat Pop Tarts for breakfast anymore. I almost find them as like snacks or dessert.
I used
Good
to
night.
only get Pop Tarts like once a year as a kid, and then like
Oh,
I
I ate
got
them like
Pop-Tarts.
constantly when I was a
I got
kid.
Pop-Tarts around the time Destiny came out because that's whenever I got, well, Destiny 2 is whenever I started buying a bunch of Pop-Tarts for those double XP tokens. But like,
That's the only reason you bought Pop Tarts for double XP.
yeah, no, I legitimately don't eat like Pop-Tarts and stuff. One,
Aaron-
because my parents never really bought anything that was like sugary and like prepackaged. They pretty much almost always made everything from scratch.
Aaron, when MW3 came out back in the day, I have a 7-Eleven right up the street. I would go and buy Mountain Dew just to get some double XP on
I'm
that and Black Ops 2.
disappointed.
I mean, it's another excuse to buy Mountain Dew, you know? Any chump change I had laying around at the time.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. It's too, like, I would go up there pretty much a decent bit already, you know? So I'm just kind of grabbing
What is
some
it,
stuff
like
on
literally
there.
half a block away from your place?
It's like a
Not
three,
even,
it's
dude.
like a two.
Not
it's like
even
a
that.
5 houses down.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice. But
Half a block, and he goes, not even. It's like a 2 or 3 minute walk.
I
half
mean,
a
it
block.
is like it's 15 minutes. Yeah. Matt, anything else to say about Hot Fudge Sundaes, though?
I really like how they, instead of doing like the standard crust on that joint, they made it like chocolate. You know what I'm
Mhm.
talking about?
Yeah,
See, I don't like the chocolate
really?
pastry personally.
Really? I fuck with it.
Yeah,
They
there's
did
only
do
one
that.
that I like in one, and I'll get to that.
I'll get to that.
But that's all I really had to say. I guess I was astounded there's such hatred towards
Dude,
only
just-
from
they're-
one person. Don't worry.
Matt, as I'm sure you're probably gonna explain to us, there's just better Pop-Tarts
Well, yeah, there's
out there.
exactly 4 better.
There's 4 better.
Not exactly. There just
I
is.
mean,
You just
well,
happen to
there is, though.
choose for whatever. There was a lapse of decision. That being said, I don't think there's a lot of dessert Pop-Tarts to really choose from, though.
There's a ton.
There's more than you would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost all of them are dessert
Go on
Pop-Tarts.
poptarts.com and look. The fruit section is very scarce nowadays. If you want anything to be kind of healthy, you get unfrosted
Yeah,
and kind of healthier.
and they did do because I specifically remember because that was like at one point where my mom like kind of bought Pop-Tarts a little bit more. Was whenever they did the peanut butter in with whatever the Pop-Tart flavor was. They did do that for a while back in like 2013, 2012. Or maybe they just had peanut butter Pop-Tarts. I can't exactly remember what it was. But they definitely do a lot of like dessert Pop-Tarts. Like that's their specialty.
Yeah.
Like now they're pushing like the whole pretzel and chocolate, like a chocolate pretzel one.
What?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw it on
I
the
see a
site.
salted caramel.
Yeah, salted caramel. It looks good, but I didn't hear too many good things about it.
About to get my business for sure.
But to keep on the theme of dessert Pop-Tarts, boys, my number 5 pick is also s'mores. I feel we pretty much already covered the basics,
Nice.
all of our bases, I should
Yes.
say,
Nice.
with the s'mores.
Some
Has
more
to
should be top 5
toasted.
for everybody.
It should be toasted. That's pretty much all I have to say about that at that point.
With a nice coffee, man. S'mores with a nice coffee.
I was too young to really be drinking
Bottom.
coffee whenever I had s'mores Pop-Tarts last, you know.
Yeah.
Aaron started drinking coffee when he turned 4.
And
Yeah.
Dad
here
threw a
I'm-
mug in his
Pepsi.
hand and said, "Go get a job."
It was like one of those ones where when he tilts up, like there's a mustache on the bottom of the mug, you know.
Yes, because I can't grow one. Gotta fake it.
Yeah, I could try, but it ain't gonna do too well for me if I do. So,
No.
but yeah, s'mores my number 5 pick. So Zach, we're bringing it back to you for your number 4, bud.
My number 4, and it is very temperamental when I want this Pop-Tart because it is a lot of what it is, and it is chocolate fudge. Chocolate fudge is
fudge.
very good. Yeah, dude.
You're trying to
it's
smack
a
your whole
lot.
body's immune system with that one, man.
Dude, it can be some of the thickest Pop-Tart you ever eat. It is heavily layered, which is why I say like you got to be in the mood for it. But it's good. It's good. It's good room temperature. It's good toasted, and if you throw that John in the refrigerator / freezer, it is very good. It's very, very good.
I've never fridged it, but I have freezered it before.
Freezer did.
Yeah,
freezer
I meant
it.
to say freezer. That's my fault. I mean, you can put it in the fridge, but
So you haven't
would
had
recommend-
it.
You
You
guys
haven't had it in the
But
fridge.
what's up?
So you haven't had it in the fridge is what you're getting at.
No, my brain equated the fridge and the freezer as the same thing whenever I was talking.
Gotcha.
5
Gotcha.
seconds ago.
What were we trying to say, Aaron?
Yeah.
What would you guys putting like cupboard snacks and stuff in the freezer? Keep it out
It
of the
was
freezer.
actually it
But
was I
it works
think
better.
it was Ron doing his ho ho thing, and I actually think my ex girlfriend, I think she put those specific Pop Tarts in the freezer, and she said something to me about it. I was like, all right, I'll try it, and it's good,
It turned out well.
and it turned out well.
Next thing I'm gonna hear from Ron is, "Oh, I put my onions in the freezer too. It's so much better."
I mean, bro, don't give me sass about shallots frozen. You know what I mean? All right,
Frozen shallot.
great snack. Put them in your lunchbox every day for work. No one gets annoyed about it. You know, they don't
Time
smell
you get
the
to
whole
lunch, they're a
office.
little bit thawed out.
Yeah, jeez.
Just pop a breath mint, you'll be fine.
Yeah, dude, it's fire. I'm joking.
Bro,
That
how
sounds
is chocolate
absolutely
fudge
disgusting.
doesn't make your list and you're harassing my hot fudge sundae? That's
Dude,
unreal.
because the hot fudge, it's like doing too much. It's like there's so much happening that it's like it tries to. It's mainly. I think it's mainly whatever they try to put in there to say it's like the ice cream. It's like that doesn't taste good. It just it like I don't like it. Whatever they throw, it's because it's not necessarily if I recall correctly, it's not even like the like the custard or like the cream or whatever texture they usually put in the Pop Tart. It's more of like a fluffy feel to it, and I just don't like it.
You're gonna be real disappointed
Actually,
with my number 4 then.
Oh, Aaron, what's your number 4, baby? Let's hear it.
Hot fudge sundae.
Let's
That's
go.
Get out of here!
Yep.
Get out of here!
It's alright, watch that, Zach. Somebody's gonna have it as number 1, so we'll get back to you.
No, no. There's only one number one.
I'll do it as number 1 for spite.
I think there realistically is
Fight
only
and
one.
Free Ranger stuff.
There is. I'm hoping our number 1 is just real quick and easy, but we'll see. But Aaron, tell us why Hot Fudge Sundae is your number 4.
Hot fudge sundae is another one of those. I think it's definitely like a dessert thing, but sometime around like summer, it's one of those summer, during the school year, we'd probably get like the strawberry. I think they had a raspberry one, and then like the brown sugar. That was like the school year, before you're running the bus, like Colin said, it's like one of those. But come around summer, it was the s'mores, hot fudge sundae, some cookie dough ones. Those were some late night Pop-Tart snacks. So hot fudge sundae definitely got me with that one for the summertime. So I'm in for it.
That's as good a reason as any, Aaron.
Yeah,
Gotta
absolutely,
say.
right?
Yeah, absolutely. Colin, I want to hear all about your number 4 pick, though.
My number 4. So like I don't really eat a whole lot of Pop Tarts. I really haven't. The majority of the time that I had Pop Tarts was over at my cousin Scott's house because they had like I swear to God, like they went to the store and just said this is a flavor, this is a flavor, this is a flavor, and just stocked their pantry full of every flavor and 9 of them. But I only had him there, so I only had whatever flavors he had. But chocolate chip was a good one. I always enjoyed
Chocolate chip is good.
Yeah, number
You-
4 though.
Good.
100%. Don't need to, but like night and day when you throw that thing in the toaster.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
it is.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure.
That's how it is with a lot of flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is the specifically toasted list, but
True.
Um,
Colin's famous preface.
yeah, I don't know. Chocolate chip is just good. It's almost like a melted, warm, right out of the oven chocolate cookie.
Oh heck yes. Oh, I wonder if I have any. I'll make
Just
some.
gonna start eating some right now.
I know, right? Zach was talking about running to the store before we did this podcast, and I was like, you know what? The store's like 2 minutes away. I can go pick up a variety pack of Pop-Tarts.
There you go.
Play some Russian roulette. Pick out whichever one I'm having for tonight.
Matt, what's your number 4 pick, bud? Let's see if it pisses off Zach this time.
I don't think it will. I'm pretty sure my number 4 you can't even go out and buy it anymore. But I remember it being very good. It is the Dunkin' Donuts vanilla
Yeah.
latte.
Yeah, that's
Pop-Tart.
gone.
I never had the
Damn.
chance to have it, and I'm so sad I didn't.
I haven't
It
heard of that.
was delicious.
What was it? Dunkin' Donuts what? Vanilla latte?
Vanilla latte.
Oh.
That sounds kind of crazy.
Was that on their website? Is
No,
one
it
of
was, it was like a limited edition thing.
No way. I haven't even heard
Like,
of that one.
I don't think they sell them anymore.
Jeez.
I don't even remember when it came out. Like, we bought them years ago, and it just tastes like coffee, and I like coffee, so it definitely resonated with
Hit
me.
different. Oh wow. Sounds like a good one for sure.
Did you have the chance to toast them, or did you just eat them cold?
I
Out of
mean,
the
I'm not an
pantry.
animal. Of course, I toasted them.
Okay.
I'm not an animal.
I don't know if you're a fresh out of pantry kind of guy when you try your Pop-Tarts, or if you throw them in the toaster.
Not
first
usually.
thing. Yeah. Well, good,
I have
Matt.
to be down bad.
Honestly, I am sad I didn't get
You
the
know they
chance
made
to
a
try them.
Jolly Rancher cherry
They made all the
Pop-Tart?
Jolly Rancher flavors.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, it sounds terrible.
No.
It sounds terrible. I still try
Sounds
it.
like something I would try.
Like I would probably try like the cherry, but like they also made like watermelon and like the other.
Blue
The
raspberry
sour-
though.
Yeah.
the blue
That blue
ras.
raspberry.
okay
was
with- I'd be
fun.
okay
Sour
with
apple
it.
just
Good.
sounds
God.
gross.
Sour apple, no, absolutely not.
Sour apple. I would try sour apple for sure.
I would 100% try sour apple.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I tried out of curiosity, you know. I'd,
Yeah,
I'd
Yeah,
split a
bother
pouch
split-
with
like
Matt.
unless I'm
Not worried
split,
about
like
it.
if I'm
It's
splitting it with everybody, sure, but I'm not buying
Yeah,
it.
just
It
try-
intrigues
No,
me.
I'm not wasting
Yeah.
money on it.
It intrigues
sure.
me.
Well, Matt, that was your number 4 pick. So to move on to my number 4 pick, so I just went with the classic cherry Pop-Tarts. I think they're good. I know there's some hated between that and what's the other one? Raspberry? Is that what it is?
Strawberry.
Strawberry. That's it. Yeah.
I know strawberry is definitely lesser than cherry.
I prefer
I think-
cherry.
I think raspberry is my favorite out of the redded
The
fruit.
collection. The Reddit fruit.
The breaded.
I'd probably go blueberry overall.
Yeah, for sure.
Blueberry? Blueberry's
Yeah, dude.
trash. I'm sorry to
Yeah,
say.
dog.
I hate it. I hate the blueberry ones. Sorry to say. But the
Too
cherry
fake.
cherry one's good. I always like the texture on it too. I don't know why. Just as a kid, it intrigued me. You know. But
You're eating,
It
when
was-
you're eating Pop-Tarts for texture rather than taste, you got something wrong.
makes me feel better
Those
about
little
my
sprinkles,
skin,
man, they
okay?
just get me every time.
He's putting it in between his salami and cheese, saying, "Oh, you know what? The texture with it just really matches
Just
really well."
hey, just brown sugar cinnamon. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
come
man.
on, get with the program.
Aaron.
Yeah, we're not animals. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah. Stop. God. But cherries are good just to have like straight out the box, which is why I think it knocked it up
Yeah.
the list a bit. You don't need to have it toasted. Usually I prefer those and one of my other picks, not toasted, for the most part. So yeah, not really too much else to say about cherry Pop-Tarts. You know, they're just good, classic, nice texture. Aaron, that's all I gotta say. But Zach, we're gonna bring it back to you for your number 3 pick, man.
My number 3 is s'mores as well. I'm not as picky that I need it in the toaster, but it is 100% preferred. Yeah, man. I don't know. They do a great job of like mimicking all the flavors of the s'mores. I'm not really a marshmallow person generally, but whatever they do to fake whatever marshmallow thing they put in there,
Just marshmallow fluff.
They
is
fake.
very, very good.
Yeah, just how it be is marshmallow fluff.
Now,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
I
my
don't-
number 3.
I don't know if s'mores is on Matt's list,
It is.
but I specifically remember a period in time that we argued about Pop-Tart flavors. And I said that I liked s'mores. And literally everybody here, except for Aaron, because we didn't know Aaron at the time,
Damn straight.
literally everybody here thought I was insane for liking s'mores and said that they were terrible.
Change of heart, man.
So I'm just calling all of you out right now.
Change of heart.
S'mores are good.
That's all you could say.
For the record, I don't remember this happening at all.
I
You
don't
got the
either.
receipts?
Dude, if man's
Colin,
still
I-
holding the receipts from like
I'm not
8th
sure-
grade
I'm not
on,
sure if that
on
happened.
pick, I'm sure we can give it to him. Yeah, I don't know. But
Anyway.
if I did say it, Colin, I had a change of heart. That's all I could say now. You know, fire.
Oh, I just remember getting flamed for it. That's all I'm saying is I remember getting flamed really hard for it.
One of
Girls
our old
like it.
friends might have flamed on you too.
I don't know if it was me though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just remember being in the party and everybody was just like, "What the fuck?"
Back on the 360 days.
No, this was like senior year, so no.
Oh, damn.
That I.
High
it
school or
couldn't have been me
college?
then.
Like we were definitely we were definitely in high school.
Couldn't have been me then.
We were definitely in high school.
I don't know.
Honestly, I kind of just like to stir the pot sometimes, you know, so. We all be like that. But Zach, anything else to say about s'mores for your number 3?
No, we pretty much already said what we need to say
I can
about
agree.
s'mores. It's good. Number 3.
Aaron, is your number 3 any repeats?
No, it's not actually. It's a new one, guys. I don't know if you guys have liked it or not, but cookies and cream, my number
It is
3.
very, very good.
Cookies and cream are
Oh my
very
God,
good.
cookies and cream, and I fell in love with Oreos probably like freshman year. I was never like a giant sweets guy. Like I'd have them every once in a while, just like everybody else. But I was like freshman, maybe sophomore year in college, and I really, really got into Oreos. Where every time I'd go to the store, I'd get like the newest flavor that they had, and then just get like a pack of the normal ones, and they just always smacked. So I started getting more Pop-Tarts around that time, and I probably got 4 boxes with over, probably like 2 months of cookies and cream Pop-Tarts, and they
Yeah.
just straight fire. So cookies
The
and
cookies
cream,
and cream
guys.
is real good.
Yeah, it's
Well
my number
said.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colin, what's your number 3, bud?
My number 3 is cherry.
Let's go.
I really enjoy cherry.
Is it the texture for you?
No, I just think it's a good flavor. I like all the fruit flavors, honestly, more. I think, like, on average, like, if I'm just, like, eating Pop-Tarts, I probably like the fruit over all of them. I just, like, I don't care for the, like, dessert flavored ones, because the flavors are just too fake.
I get that. I
Yeah.
understand that.
I can agree with Aaron for the most part.
But yeah, cherry, I enjoy cherry a lot more than strawberry. I think it's mainly just my mother has made me extremely dislike strawberry because that was the only Pop-Tart that she would buy. So if I wanted to eat Pop-Tarts, it was strawberry because she liked strawberry long time ago. Now she doesn't eat that anymore, but she was just like, yeah, that's what I'm buying because I like it. And I
Yeah.
was like, all right, that's fine. Because technically it wasn't for me. It was like a treat, and I was only allowed to have like significant amount of treats whenever friends came over. So
Yeah.
Sounds like uh sounds like you missed out on a lot of good food back in the day.
yeah, I missed out on a lot, honestly. But at the same time, like, it is what it is. I had some pretty good food because everything was like pretty much handmade.
Yeah.
Can we also just real quick, Colin? I just noticed your profile picture right now. Can we give a quick shout out to the Pop-Tarts ads back in the
Pop-Tart
day?
cartoons.
The Pop-Tart cartoons back in the day, which was pretty
Oh
much
my
just
God.
commercialized attempted murder every like
It
commercial
seriously
break
was.
on Nickelodeon Cartoon Network.
I totally
I
forgot about
love
those
those commercials.
Wow.
I don't know what they are now. I doubt they're still the same. But
Well, dude, at least it wasn't as bad as the Chips Ahoy cookies trying to eat each other.
Well, they're all the same.
yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yes.
They all eat each other.
Or yeah, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, yeah.
What was
They're all the same company though.
it? Lucky
Chips Ahoy
Charm-
did it too, though, didn't they? I'm pretty sure Chips Ahoy did it.
Maybe.
Probably.
They probably just hired an artist and just went, let's do it for all of them.
Wasn't it Lucky Charms, I think, that pretty much had like a commercial series going on, like with a story?
Well, that
on
was
some
the
of their
bunny.
ads?
Yeah.
The
That was
bunny
Tricks.
tricks. Okay, I couldn't remember which one. I think it might
I mean,
have
they
been.
do
there
it
was-
with Lucky Charms too, but Tricks
Yeah.
like had a significant story. Like you
Yeah.
were traveling to different worlds and dimensions and all
Yeah, that
kinds of
stuff
crazy
was
crap.
so cool. I loved it. I still
And I
never
think
really
they
bought
tied
the
it with a
cereal, but
video
it was good.
game online.
That it's a video game?
It was,
Oh
like,
yeah,
one
dude.
of those
Every
online
Kellogg's like
Flash
thing
games.
had like just like
gotcha.
Cartoon Network and Disney.com. Like you'd log into those and play those games.
I miss
Flash games for
man.
kids that were born before 2008.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Like
R.I.P. to
Fun Brain.
Flash. R.I.P. Gone forever. So, but Colin, anything else to say about your
No,
hatred for
I
strawberry?
just enjoy cherry. And no, it's not that I hate strawberry.
Just sick of it.
It's just I think I've had so much of it that it just doesn't do anything for me anymore.
That's fair.
Like I have it and I'm like I don't even enjoy it. Like I stop eating it honestly.
Dude, if a school says they have Pop Tarts, I promise you strawberries in that lineup. And
No,
maybe that's
strawberries
it.
100%
That it might
there.
No,
end
it's
there.
that and brown sugar cinnamon. 100% are in that lineup.
Maybe. I think it's more likely you see strawberry and blueberry because I think they're usually like the ones paired up together in like the bigger boxes.
Maybe, I don't know. I think brown sugar cinnamon probably has the biggest like market cap on Pop Tarts just in general. So it might
I mean,
be
we'll
there.
see.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know how, but we will. Matt, what's your number 3, man?
I had s'mores for the fourth appearance.
Fourth appearance, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything much to add except I appreciate that instead of doing the regular crust on the s'mores, they did the graham cracker crust. I think that's
Yeah.
It definitely adds
I feel like
something special.
I feel like you're noticing the crust on these Pop-Tarts, and every time you mention it, I'm like,
Well, because
did they
whenever
really?
it's whenever it's
crust is such a
different,
Matt did
significant
surgery on a
part.
Pop-Tart.
well, whenever
I-
whenever it's different, it sticks out to me. You know. What
I mean, graham
I-
cracker is what makes it so good. Because I'm a huge fan of graham cracker.
I don't even like register that there's like a different crust. Like you said something about, I think it was like the frosted, oh god, like hot fudge sundae,
Your-
where it was like the chocolate crust.
'cause
Your
they did the
cookies and
chocolate.
cream, Aaron, has a chocolate crust too.
I'm thinking about that now, and yes, I realized it. But like as I'm saying cookies and cream, I'm imagining myself eating it, but not remembering what the crust was.
Aaron's just munching and
so
then
weird.
playing with Luna.
Yeah, seriously.
That's
He's not
I'm just eating. I'm like, oh, this is good.
with the mundane.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Some more-
Yeah, I mean the pastry is usually what determines a large amount of the flavor.
Yeah, no, for sure. But for my number 3 pick, Matt, honestly, I didn't expect it to be your number 5, and I was hoping to piss Zach off with this one right here and now. My number 3 pick is
Let's
Hot
go.
Fudge Sundae.
Yes.
Here we go, Hot Fudge Sundae.
Absolutely.
What is there to be
Get
said? You
outta
know, that Matt
here.
didn't already say. As we've talked about, the pastry's just good. If you're really looking for a good sugar high, that's the one. Well, that's one of the ones you get. My honorable has the most sugar high one I think you can get. But yeah, Hot Fudge Sundae ones are good. Throw that John in the toaster. It slaps. That's all I gotta say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Without the toasters, where would Pop-Tarts really be?
I mean, yeah. Where would they be, Aaron?
I would say there's a substantial amount of people who do not even know you can put them in the toaster.
I don't
And
think
those-
so because like
those
the
people were-
that doesn't
entire
sound
backside of the
correct.
box is literally about instructions on how to toast
isn't-
Hold on, I get what you are saying.
it. No, I don't believe that at all because you know how many people actually read cereal boxes? It's like 80% of people who buy cereal read the back of the
Oh,
box.
dude, no way. Not in this day and age. Not
Yeah.
in TikTok. No.
Not with
no.
TikTok.
Not with
They
TikTok.
pour their cereal and they just go, all right, TikTok.
I've
Yeah,
had
back
many
in the
some
day when there was
TikToks.
nothing to look at when you're eating your bowl of cereal or whatever you're eating.
You had
When your
one
dad
DS.
had the Times in both
All right,
hands.
well, I'll tell you
Yeah.
what. If you can name people who were born before the TikTok age, and name people after the TikTok age, is what I should say, that don't know to use their Pop-Tarts in the toaster or that they can, I would be significantly surprised considering that they would have to have parents that lived during that age.
I mean, hey, people out there listening.
Hey, children
Right?
listening.
Let us know if it was news to you when you found out Pop-Tarts could be put in the microwave.
We just started like
Toaster.
4 house fires.
Like-
Toaster.
Way too late.
Get
We're
that
not talking
microwave
it's
crap
news
out.
to
In
you
the
when you were
toaster.
5 years old. We're
In the
talking
toaster.
whenever you were like in college.
You should put your
I think you're just like blowing smoke out your ass.
who's Zach or Colin?
Who, me?
Yeah, no, like that.
Dude,
like,
I don't
those
know.
people
I wouldn't be surprised, man.
I don't know
wouldn't be
about the word
surprised.
significant, but I guarantee there are people that probably want
I
to
mean,
go
like,
for
yeah.
all right,
sugar
If
live.
we
More
said a
than you'd
marginal
expect.
case of
More
like
than you'd expect.
0.01%, sure.
Like
I think
Matt,
you'd be surprised.
like
More
Matt,
than
for
you'd
instance,
expect.
how many
There is
people?
less than 10 in the continental United States. That does not constitute
I don't
the
know.
percentage that Zach
Because
is
every
talking about.
kid that was alive, like probably during 2013, whenever the Pop-Tart ads ran, they know that. So
It
like
has
literally,
instructions
you have
on
to
the
be talking
wrapper,
about
dude.
kids. Yeah, I
Dude,
mean, you have to be
like,
talking about
look.
kids that are like 5
I'm
years
just
old
saying.
that don't know.
I'm just saying.
That's like it.
I'm just saying. I think it'd be more than you'd expect.
I don't
No.
think so.
Matt,
I
all
think
I'm
it's
saying
about
is that
exactly
people
Yeah.
didn't even
what I
know to put
expect.
ho-hos in the freezer. So like I could
Yeah,
see where
but, like,
Zach's coming
That's not
from.
on the
you know?
instructions or on.
It's
on
not
the,
like on the box or
It's on the
nothing.
instructions
In the
that
book.
God gives you when you're born. All right?
Yeah,
that's
like
all I'm saying.
that's
Come on.
that's instinct. Like some people are born with the instinct to put them in the freezer.
Just a
and others
natural
have yet
fight
to
or
be
flight
in.
instinct to put them
Yeah,
in
Ron,
the
I'm just
freezer.
hoping when you live with Greg that he cooks all the time, because, man, the way you've been putting things in the freezer, Pop-Tarts on salami sandwiches.
Oh, that man!
just-
That man
happy.
taught me how to cook. I tell you what.
Yeah, well, I
And
hope he makes you some good food.
And due to
I don't
COVID,
know
it's
why you
dropped
don't know how to
significantly.
cook.
I mean, I know how to cook to an extent, but like
Like-
not like fancy, not like good food.
I'm just
And I
just
never
bought
surprised
my own
you know how to cook
groceries
good
till I
food,
moved
'cause, like,
out,
you're
you know, that's
somebody
the
to
problem.
me, like, as somebody like looking in, I feel like you're somebody who would cook meals by yourself.
Oh no, I cook meals. It was
No,
just
but you know
more-
what I mean. Like, I'm talking
Yeah.
like good stuff. Like, you're somebody who I would take for that.
I don't know. I mean, not to toot
Did you
my
hear
own
him
horn or
earlier?
anything, but like, God, I make a mean spaghetti, whole sauce and noodles, fire. No, I mean, whenever usually like, I don't know. It's hard for me to say. Like, I didn't really buy my own groceries until I moved out and had the apartment. So pretty much what I did at first was just the Giant Eagle 4 or 5 for 20. Had that section, got some rice, potatoes, all that stuff,
Yeah.
and then
Not
just
even
made
really
that.
a great deal.
And I never really got like, I wouldn't buy like, a whole freaking chicken and just make some fancy thing out of it. I'm like, nah, I'll make some like steak
No,
bites
that's more
or
that's more
kebabs and
Greg's
stuff. Like,
yeah, that's more Greg's
Yeah.
Valley. He knows how. He knows. I don't know where he learned how to cook, but he'll send me pictures of it once in a while, and I'll be like, God damn, dude, that looks amazing.
Start cooking.
lot of binging Hell's Kitchen. and
Where
just-
does he come up with
yeah.
these like the ideas for these recipes?
You
Like,
start
yeah,
cooking.
You just Google it. You say cool
Just-
thing to make
Yeah.
with chicken, and then you just
The
go
more-
through like Pinterest
The
or
more you
whatever.
cook, the more you'll
website,
realize
and you
like what
find it.
flavors you do and don't like, and then you'll start figuring out how they mix together. And then the more recipes that you find, you realize, oh, like these recipes get this flavor from these things. So if I want it to taste like that, I can just add these things in, and it gets that flavor.
yeah.
You want to
That's
make
wish
really
it was
all it
better.
is doing it.
Aaron, you want to make a good fish? Catch it yourself and cook it. That's the best
Mm.
advice I can give you, dude. It's so good.
That's the best advice.
No
We gotta go
fish.
fish.
I've never eaten a better fish than one I've caught in terms of going to the grocery store and just buying a frozen piece of fish. But
No, frozen piece of fish from the grocery store.
that's what I'm
well-
saying. Like,
like,
that's
you're
where
just
most
eating
people are
mush
going to
at
get
that
it unless
point.
you go to like a nice restaurant or anything.
Yeah.
Well, avocados do slap. We'll say. Just saying. Shout out to Eaton Park. But we are getting very off topic. But Hot Fudge Sundae, I believe that was me last, is my number 3 pick. And
Yes.
Zach, I'm gonna bring it back to you for your number 2.
Dude, this is my favorite dessert type Pop-Tart, and it is cookies and cream. It is so good. I think it is the most well-balanced Pop-Tart in the sense that, like, it's pretty consistent all the way through, and it doesn't have, like, patches of a bunch of chocolate or a bunch of, like, marshmallow or a bunch of whatever else could be in the Pop-Tart. It's good cold, it's good warm, it's good however you want to eat it. Like, I think in that level, like, I really can't say I prefer one or the other. Yeah, it's just it is like, without question, if I have all the Pop Tarts sitting in front of me, I'm probably grabbing this one if I'm in more of a dessert mood.
It's fair.
Same.
And like, I'm ready
Same.
for like a chocolate type thing.
Yeah, cookies and cream is just all around. It's a good one.
No, cookies and
I love
cream
it.
is definitely quality. It's not in my top 5, fortunately. I just haven't had it enough,
Oh,
Mm.
to justify.
I've only had it a few times, but like, from those few times, I'm like 100%. This is what I want. This is what I need.
yeah.
Aaron, what's your number 2?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Hasn't been mentioned again. It's a chocolate chip cookie dough, and
Okay.
I love the cookie. No announcements there. No, nobody
Never
said
had
that?
it.
yeah,
I,
but
never
I
had
mean,
the
it's
cookie.
basically chocolate chip, but
It
slightly
almost
different.
made my list, but it got bumped.
Almost made your list.
Yeah, it got bumped.
Got bumped by
I'm
Hot
just-
Fudge Sundae. Just keep that in mind, Zach.
Yeah, the superior flavor.
God. No, yeah, I just really like the chocolate chip cookie dough, and I really got into cookie dough a little while ago. And it's weird that we're talking about the whole reason I wanted to be on this podcast tonight is because I've been eating more Pop-Tarts because I've been working earlier in the morning, and I don't want to wake up and make like eggs. And I was eating bagels every morning for a while, so I just kept going to the store and just buying a box of Pop-Tarts. So right now I'm actually rocking with the chocolate chip cookie dough, so kind of like it. Pretty good. Number 2.
All right.
Nice.
Short and sweet.
Short and
Colin.
sweet. It's always short and
Aaron,
sweet.
you're not the type of like animal to like take a pack of Pop Tarts out, open it up, take one out, and then put the other
Oh,
one back in the
no.
box, right?
Do you mean the
Absolutely
future
not.
serial killers of America?
Hey, seriously.
That's who those people are.
I
Like,
Jesus
reseal the empty
Christ.
bags
About-
with glue.
What?
I reseal the empty bags with glue so that way people are sad whenever they open them.
With glue?
Yeah.
I just
How else am I gonna reseal
used to
them,
just
buddy?
throw it. I just always threw it like a little sandwich baggie and just tossed it back in.
No.
Wait, you
I
mean
meant-
so you mean you,
buddy.
you literally like
You eat
didn't
both.
eat both Pop-Tarts? Like why would you not eat both? Like are we for real?
You just
Probably wasn't
In
yeah.
case
hungry
you
enough,
wanted
dog.
another sandwich later.
Yeah, if
Dude,
I
I can't-
listen,
I
man, I'm
can't-
full on bread. All right, again, do it.
I cannot
carbs.
explain the frustration of a young Zach going into the pantry, opening it up. And like I feel like a lot of times Pop-Tarts were never sought after. It was more of like, I'm hungry, what do we have? Oh, we have a box of Pop-Tarts. I'd go in. It's like I feel there's only one package left. I'm like, oh, I guess it's my lucky day. Then I grab it. And my sister left one, just a
Dude, I know.
single
Because
Pop-Tart.
you
in
never
the
want
box.
just the one. You always want
No.
two. Because
You always-
they leave the one in there, right? And then nobody else wants just one Pop-Tart. So they
No,
basically
it
leave it
stays
in there
there.
for no reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be in there until they throw out the box.
Beyond
Or if
frustrating.
that person for some reason has like something go off in their brain later in the day of like, oh,
I got one Pop-Tart left.
maybe I want another Pop-Tart.
No. No. Gotta have them both. That's the deal. As soon as you open up that package, you sign agreement. Eat them both.
You got
You
gotta
have
eat 'em both, dude.
you're now contractually obligated to finish both Pop-Tarts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was definitely a one Pop-Tart, have and then put in the bag and put it in later, but I'll eat it either that day or the next day, you know. But
That's too weird.
there's been plenty of times where I would, as a kid, want two Pop-Tarts. I see it in the pantry or wherever it was, and I go to grab it, and I just see how, like, I feel how light the box is. I'm like, there's no way there's a whole pouch in here. And I open it up, and it's like kind of like the bag is like still kind of open, and I'm just,
Yeah, dude.
I'm livid. I'm livid
No.
at that point.
Yeah.
They come in pairs for a reason. Come in pairs for
Because your toaster typically has 2 holes.
That is it. Yep.
Colin,
Not because you should eat both, because I mean, probably not that good for you, but
isn't like
If you
one
wanted to be
Pop-Tart
healthy,
like
you
100
didn't
something
have
calories?
anyway.
oh,
Like,
easily,
Yeah.
easily. And I'm sure if you have like, you know, like the hot fudge sundae, brown sugar,
You're
cinnamon,
looking at
whatever
a
the fuck,
dinner, dog.
you're looking at a meal.
Absolutely. Colin, let me hear what your number 2 is.
My number 2 is cookies and cream.
I
Uh,
know.
Hey, there it is. Yeah.
Heat it up, and you eat it, and it's good. I mean, it's like most Pop Tarts. I'm like, honestly, Pop Tarts. I'm not like I'm not ride or die with Pop Tarts. Like, Pop Tarts are just a thing to me because I'm not a big fan. Like, not a big fan, but like, I'm not buying front row tickets. You know.
I got you. Like, you'll go see
But
like
you'll
Pop-Tarts
stream
and
the
Tootsie Strudel in
album, but you won't
concert.
see them in concert.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stream the album.
Yeah,
I
you won't
might
even
watch
pay for the
some
album, we'll
Live
stream it.
things on YouTube after they've been recorded or something, but I'm not. I'm not
Uh.
going to their concerts.
It's understandable. Well, Matt, is your number 2 cookies and cream?
No, it's not. Mine has not been mentioned yet, and I can't say I'm that surprised. I feel like this flavor isn't very popular. But my number 2 was strawberry milkshake.
I
See, wasn't
want
that
to
big of a
try
fan.
it.
It's really good. I really fuck with it.
I'm
It used to be
curious
like
what
limited
milkshake
time, I
is, like,
think, but they brought it back.
flavored in.
I think is the dealio with
Mm.
that.
I'm a big fan of the strawberry milkshake. So just
Well,
generally
I
has its
think
own
it came
thing.
out like around the time they did the whole ice cream shop theme.
I mean,
Maybe.
it's just a strawberry milkshake and a Pop-Tart. It's just really good. It's hard to describe, like, because like you can't. I feel like all Pop-Tarts have like the same texture almost universally. Like there's maybe like 3 that are different, so you can't really describe them that way. And what they taste like is literally on the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to like describe why I like it so much.
It's hard to
but just
describe why
amazing.
strawberry milkshake is good in a Pop-Tart when we've all had a strawberry milkshake
Because
before.
obviously, if you took a strawberry milkshake and put it inside of a pastry with frosting, it would be amazing, right?
Yeah.
No, I agree. Yeah.
But
Well,
that's why I made my number 2.
Matt, to kind of go off of yours, mine is related to strawberry, but I'm not sure if you guys ever had this. It is called a sea berry because it was those SpongeBob SquarePants Pop-Tart themed ones, dude.
No,
They
but
were
I
familiar.
deeply like I have a
good.
deep memory of this that's like not unlocked, but
I didn't
Yeah.
have strawberry, or I didn't
Like-
have Pop Tarts at that time.
Yeah, dude, those were
Especially
good.
if it was themed after like cartoon characters. My mother was especially against it because she was like, "Oh, that one's probably just filled with sugar."
No, they were 100%.
Yeah.
Because what was special about them was that you could kind of like collect them, obviously, but you would eat them. You would kind of have to. But they could have different characters printed on the
I-
Pop-Tart.
I do
And then
remember
there's
these.
just a
What?
bunch of different stuff. Yeah, so you can have a SpongeBob. I think it was SpongeBob, Sandy, Patrick, Squidward, probably Mr. Krabs, maybe Plankton. And like you would collect them because you'd be like, oh my god, this is what Plankton tastes like. And that's kind of weird nowadays. But
Yeah, you would
Yeah, I
like
don't
try
even
to
remember it.
open
Huh.
all the characters.
yeah, exactly. It was really cool. I like them. But it's what made Strawberry, I think, better for me. Like in terms of ranking it. Because originally, if I was going to rank Strawberry, it might be like 5 or 6, but just the SpongeBob nostalgia and the sea berry flavor, easy number 2. So, but yeah, that's why I put it there. Nostalgia, and we're only 23 years old, so get ready for the rest of our lives, I guess. But, Zach, we
Yo.
are now at the part of the show where we are going to rank our number 1 Pop-Tart. And if I'm being honest, this one better be everyone's number 1. And this is going to be a
it's
real
not.
quick segment.
I'm
Colin,
just gonna end it there.
I
It's not.
should just put you last. I knew it, but it's fine. Zach,
Oh.
start off the train, please, with your number 1
Dude,
pick.
this Pop-Tart is the perfect Pop-Tart just because it, like, there's never a situation where I'm gonna say no to this Pop-Tart. It is the perfect balance of being, like, on the sweeter side and, like, more sugary side, but also not too much that, like, it's very palatable in the, like, crack out of the morning, right? Like, obviously, I don't want a chocolate fudge Pop-Tart right when I
Or
wake
hot
up,
fudge sundae.
right? Yeah, definitely not. But I just want just a little bit of sweetness, not too much. Keep
Say
it
it.
very mild. It is amazing toasted. It is amazing not toasted. It is the brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart.
He just wants a little bit of sweetness. Just a little bit of sweet.
That's
It's all
it.
fucking
That's it.
sugar. It's all fucking sugar. He
That's
just
it.
wants a little bit of sweet.
It's not overpowering sugar though. It's not like overpowering you and killing you with like something like the other sugary Pop-Tarts I've mentioned.
You might not want sugar, but you definitely
Yeah.
want a sugar-flavored Pop-Tart, huh? That's
Yeah,
exactly.
No, I get where he's
No, I
going.
understand. 100%
I get where
understand
he's
where you're
going.
coming from. Yeah. Because sometimes when you wake up, especially if you wake up and you have like that morning like taste in your mouth, you don't want chocolate. You want
No,
brown
dude,
sugar
it's too
cinnamon
much. It's too
Pop-Tart.
much.
Yep. No. 100%. So, Aaron, not to cut off the. I mean, I'm pretty sure you gave a great introduction to brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts, I will say. So I want to know if Aaron is going to continue that trend or not with his number 1 pick.
Absolutely not.
What the
No.
Oh my god.
Ah,
you
so well, listen, you were talking there, and I thought you were gonna lead up
Crazy.
to number 1. I'm going with the OG of the OGs, and I'm picking chocolate chip. Just a
Oh my
regular
God.
chocolate chip.
How's
Here's the
chocolate
thing,
chip
listen.
OG than
Listen,
brown sugar
it's-
cinnamon.
No, dude,
What the
chocolate
hell?
If anything,
Chocolate
OG of the
OG is
OG
brown
is
sugar
strawberry.
cinnamon.
What?
chip, OG chocolate
Oh.
chip. It was there with me since literally the beginning of time. I had that on my way to soccer practice. I'd grab that before I hopped on the school bus to go to elementary school. Sometimes I'd heat it up. That was the first Pop-Tart I
Dude,
tried
it
with.
needs to be heated up. It
And
needs
listen,
to be heated
I
up.
that was the first Pop-Tart I tried with the peanut butter in between after it just got out of the toaster. I put some peanut butter on it, put it in the microwave. But then
Again
also,
with
if you
the
just had it
peanut butter.
plain, not even being heated up, I would always like flick the little drizzles of chocolate off. And, like flick them off, and I'd eat those guys. So chocolate chip is
You
at the
think
top of
everyone
the
did
your
that.
Pop
just for
Tarts?
some.
No, I know
Here's the
I know what
thing.
he's
Here's
talking
the
about. I
thing.
did that too.
Here's the thing, Aaron. You can eat them without warming it up. It is completely shifts the experience if you do warm it up though. It's so incredibly
Oh, yeah.
better. You can do it without it. Have you guys had like the Cinnabon Pop-Tart or the
No.
like. It's literally
Yeah.
it's the
Good.
same
That's
thing.
Ron's face.
It is.
It got
dude,
stuck there for a
it is-
second.
It is the same thing as the chocolate Pop-Tart. It's just there's the Cinnabon like cream like filling inside of it.
Yeah.
You cannot eat that warm. You cannot eat that cold. You need to
That's
warm that up. It is not easy eating it just normally out of the box.
Yep.
I mean, if it's
chocolate chips gonna
Cinnabon,
bring it
dude,
home.
like you need
Top,
a
top.
warm Cinnabon.
No,
Yeah.
you do. You need to
Yeah.
warm it. You need it.
Yeah, you do. All right, Aaron. Well, that was kind of disappointing. I was hoping Zach's would just
Oh,
go
not
into
even
like
Green
boom,
one.
boom, boom,
Disappointment.
boom. But we know Colin's ain't gonna be brown sugar cinnamon. So Colin,
are
apparently
let's
not.
just get this over with. You know, hot fudge sundae. Please.
My number one is blueberry.
Oh,
Every time I think of Pop-Tarts, this is the exact Pop-Tart that I think about. My grandmother, that was the only Pop-Tart that she had in the house, and she didn't even she rarely actually bought name brand Pop-Tarts, but whenever she had the name brand Pop-Tarts, it was always blueberry.
Those
And
off-brand
it takes
ones do
me
kinda
back
slap.
it takes me back to being a kid. And I just really enjoy the fruit flavors a lot more than this artificial flavoring and sugar. But I like
So that
a
was
more
so much
complex
malice.
thing than just sugar.
No.
There's so much anger in that. There's so much anger in
There's
the word
cinnamon
sugar.
in there too, buddy.
Yeah, well, that's that way they could actually sell it because nobody would just buy brown sugar Pop-Tarts. Nobody's parents would be like, "Oh
I mean-
yes, brown sugar."
I mean, I would. Shit,
Absolutely,
dude.
brown sugar's a thing.
Matt, I
They
would.
have to say
put
cinnamon,
brown
so that
sugar
way
in
they
my
can be like, "It's
oatmeal,
almost
dude.
it's almost a churro."
Yeah, brown sugar oatmeal.
Brown
Got a
sugar
lot of
oatmeal
brown
with
sugar
the
things.
banana.
Yeah,
wow.
but this is basically just purely brown sugar. Because that's what they're putting in the pastry. That's what they're putting in the filling. That's what they're putting in the icing.
It's what they're
It's
putting
just
in the
brown
water.
sugar.
It's what they're
They're
poisoning
turning the
people.
friggin' frogs gay.
This is how they're putting the chips inside of us.
Side of us.
I've seen sugar. It's supposed to be white.
I like things that are a little bit more complex than just sugar.
All right,
Heard.
Wow.
Number one.
Colin. Yeah. I'd say good number one if I believed it, but I'll
So
say
much
it.
hatred.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like he was really disappointed.
I know.
I don't know. I'm
With that brown
just
sugar,
happy that I'm
brown
not the
sugar
only one
cinnamon.
that says this because whenever I'm the only one that says that I don't like brown sugar, cinnamon, whatever it is, as my number one, I get all kinds of shit. So at least Aaron's in here to agree with me that it's not the best.
It's a good one for him to feature on, then I guess, huh?
I guess so. I
Yeah.
guess so.
Collins.
Might have to have him back
I'm not
more
gonna lie
often,
to you,
huh?
boys. I really thought the number one would be the.
I thought we were
just
going
the
five- I thought we were going
powerhouse
5 for 5.
would be.
Yeah, I
Nope.
thought we were going
No
5 for
powerhouse
5.
here.
Well, no. As soon as
Ugh.
Colin says preface, I was like, all right, well, Colin's out, and it sucks because he's in the
Yeah.
middle. But I was like, all right, well, I guess Aaron's out
You're
too.
not wrong.
I'm out.
Yeah, whatever.
Just like an
Matt,
episode of Shark Tank.
let's carry on where Zach paused, huh?
Yeah, I mean, my number one is obvious. It is objectively the best choice.
Matt's
It
gonna say
is
blueberry.
brown sugar cinnamon.
There we go.
Liar.
I'm sorry to everyone else.
Objectively, but never did any tests. Never has any
It's
data.
so good.
Show me the
Dude,
data.
Throw a poll up. I promise you, it's winning.
Yeah, it
I'd
definitely
probably-
is. for sure.
yeah.
Put
It
a
is
poll on
objectively
this
the
video
best.
just for which Pop-Tarts.
If you
the best.
disagree, I'm sorry. That's all I really have to say. I'm sorry. It's I don't know.
Hey, some
It
people
just
are
is
just
the
born
best,
like
you know?
that, You kind of can't knock them
Yeah,
for
dude.
it,
Yeah, some people are born different.
And
But-
Matt, what I do want to say to that is that that's also my number one pick, obviously.
Of course. Obviously,
So we
dude.
could just keep that conversation going now, and how freaking good they are.
I mean, strawberry is the highest selling.
I mean,
Is it?
that's because it's
Yeah.
like the most basic one.
That's good for strawberry.
Yeah, I'm proud of them, honestly. They deserve
Really
a win.
putting in the Lord's
Well,
work.
objectively, that doesn't make it the best. So there you go.
Just because it's the most top grossing doesn't mean it's a fan favorite.
There's definitely more than one metric to measure best.
Destiny is the highest selling new IP of all time. And I just ask people how they feel about the first Destiny for half the people who bought the game. I know we're treading on really thin ice right now.
I think you're just making bad comparisons.
Oh, I
at this
totally
point.
am.
Like, a video
I
game
mean,
is nowhere close to
Cyberpunk
a
made
free-
a buttload of money. And let's just
That
take a
game
poll on
was-
the
I'm with you on
audience
that
response.
one.
Yeah, but Zach,
games
have you
are
ever
not strawberry Pop-Tarts that you buy every week because you go through 5.
Yeah, Zach, have you ever
How many
Zach, have you
people are
bought
repeat offenders? is the question. What's up, Ron?
I was gonna say, have you bought a Pop-Tart with hundreds of bugs in it?
And have
'Cause
you
that's-
bought
that's
the
where you
same-
could start
have
comparing.
you bought
Well-
Cyberpunk 100 times?
Well, Ron, if you were in the parallel universe where people are frogs and you were buying frog Pop-Tarts, they would be filled with bugs.
Bug tarts.
The bug tarts.
Kind of slap though, you know.
I mean, if I was a frog, I'd be
I'm
about
sure,
it.
yeah.
Dude, delicious.
Ron.
What kind of bugs, Matt, are you thinking?
Mostly flies,
Oh.
I would
I
imagine.
think there's going to be like a gnat topping. Like the icing is going to be gnats.
Yeah.
What were you
Nice,
gonna say?
hey, it's nice texture. Yeah, Aaron, what were you trying to say before?
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to butt in and ask Ron if his number one was gonna follow in the footsteps of Zach.
Oh, it
they're-
did,
look,
100%.
They
yeah.
are
we
all
already got that,
like
buddy.
clones
Oh,
of
did you
the
already
same
say?
people.
Oh, my bad.
You're good. Could have cut out. Hey, you'll notice, Aaron, there's a lot of stuff we're all gonna miss because it's just Discord.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Matt's favorite platform of all time, we'll say.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm liking Discord so far. I like it. I don't use it often. Second time
It's
I've
just
used
for
it.
me, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's just Matt,
It hates Matt. But with me closing off my top 5 list with brown sugar cinnamon, the obvious choice, we are now going to go into the part of the show where we talk about our honorable mentions. So Zach, I want to hear what you have listed as your top 3 or just top 1.
My number, I didn't really have them ranked. I guess if I had to rank any of them, this honestly would either be probably my number 2, realistically. However, it's not always in season, and that is the pumpkin pie Pop-Tart. It is
There's a pumpkin pie Pop-Tart?
delicious. So yeah, when the pumpkins are in season,
Pumpkin
absolutely.
pie is good. I wouldn't.
never
I
had
didn't
that.
even know that.
Honorables, but it's good.
Yeah, big fan
definitely
of the
some.
pumpkin pies.
It's just too fake for me. Like
I mean,
that's
that's
like a
fine.
whole new level of fake on
Just some
Pop-Tarts.
artificial stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's like everything's artificial.
Yeah.
The way I like
but-
it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Who's not a fan of
Who wants
art?
real stuff?
Just
Of
abstract.
Yeah, pumpkin pie is for sure like my number 1 honorable mention. I really want to try the Fruit Loop Pop-Tart, even though I haven't actually done it.
It's pretty good.
I'm gonna throw that out there because I've been hearing nothing but good things, as
pretty
Colin
good.
just said. Yeah.
Now here's the problem with the Fruit Loop Pop-Tart. The Fruit Loop Pop-Tart, you can't have more than one in like a week because then you start to taste like the fakeness behind it.
I can see where you're coming
Broad.
from.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Keep it classic. I'm gonna go with the blueberry Pop-Tart. That's like if I have to choose like a basic fruited Pop-Tart, it's where it's gonna go. More often than the not.
Frosted, right? No, that
Oh yeah,
unfrosted
do they even
flavors.
make it unfrosted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strawberry, blueberry,
fruits.
cherry, and cinnamon are all unfrosted.
Frosted now?
Yeah, they have unfrosted for all of
Oh,
them.
no way. Well,
There
yeah,
might be
dude,
more.
I don't
Those are the
even.
ones I can think of.
I don't know what animal's picking that, but yeah, for sure. And that's pretty much it, man. Like I don't think I don't feel very partial to any of the other Pop Tarts
Any
that
of
I've
the
actually
parties.
tried.
Yep.
But yeah,
No, that's fair.
yeah.
Well, we're gonna kick it
Yeah,
over to
no, for
Aaron
sure.
to hear his honorables. So what do you have, bud?
Perfect. So under my honorables, I went through the list and I was like trying to figure out which ones that I liked that I couldn't put into my top 5. But there were like a bunch of Pop Tarts, like he just said, the pumpkin pie, and I didn't know that existed to begin with. So I kind of put in some here that I haven't even tried before. So it's gonna be strawberry milkshake, the red velvet, and then Zach, I think your number 5 was the wild berry.
Yeah.
I've yet to have that one, so those ones are gonna go in my honorable mentions, and hopefully one day I'll be able to actually try those. But the red velvet, I love red velvet,
I have
man.
not
Red
tried
velvet
it yet.
is
Wildberry's one of their
I'm an
one of their
aficionado
mascots.
of red velvet.
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Matt. Whenever I didn't see Red Velvet in your list after you said 2. I was really afraid you were gonna throw that in as number 1.
I've never had it before. That's the only reason.
Gotcha.
Matt does love his red velvet.
I love red velvet. It's so good. So, but I know I kind of went off, from honorable mentions to things that I actually haven't tried. But
Dude, there's
those are the
so many
ones that-
flavors. I don't
Still
blame you.
honorable.
I know there's
Just
so
mentioned.
many that I
Yeah.
looked at through that list, and you guys even mentioned a few, and I was like, I didn't even know those flavors existed. So definitely gotta check out that red velvet. So that's all mine.
Colin, what are your honorables?
So my honorables, I got Wild Berry. I think it's just like a kid classic at this point if you
Mhm.
grew up sometime in like the early 2000s.
For sure.
I got Fruit Loops. I almost said Fruity Pebbles. I don't know why. Fruit Loops. It's good. Like it's definitely not like the best, but like if you're looking for something new, since it is new, um, you know, it's pretty good. And then I also got the classic strawberry just because that's all my mom bought.
Classic strawberry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that one.
I'm with it.
Thank you. Thank
Matt,
you.
let me hear the honorables.
I had cookie dough would be my number 6. It like almost made the list but got bumped last minute. And then my other two would definitely be strawberry and blueberry. I've just had them the most, probably. Not, well, I don't know about the most, but I've had them more than the other ones.
Right.
Like
More often
realistically,
than
my
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 chocolate chip.
honorables, yeah. Like realistically, my honorables could just be like all of the Pop Tarts I've eaten because I haven't met one I didn't like. But if I'm going like top 8, I guess those would be my bottom 3, even though I like all of them.
Heck yeah.
For my honorables, I only had 2 because I couldn't really like after just looking on the website and trying to just find other Pop Tarts to try to bring the memory back. I couldn't think of any that I enjoyed too much or that we really bought. So I only have 2. So my second honorable is cookies and cream, for sure. I've only had it a few times, but I know it's on a lot of your lists. So it's good.
Only a few times. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
And the last one is if you want the biggest sugar high that you could ever have in your life, you get the chocolate fudge. That one
Yeah.
smacked.
Chocolate fudge.
Did it
Zach,
hit?
what's
It
the number?
hit
What
way
number was
different.
that for you? 3?
That was my number 4. And if I'm being honest, there was a period of time where I absolutely hated chocolate fudge, but that was mainly because that's all we ever had all the time. And it's just not a
You
Pop
can't
Tart you
eat
can
that all the
consistently
time.
have forever.
No.
No, it's so much, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for all my honorables, and that's it for everyone else's honorables. So I'm gonna end the show, guys. If that's all good with you, anyone else have anything to say about
I do.
honorables, or any Pop Tarts or anything?
That's looking cute.
Pumpkin
That's all I
pie.
gotta say.
Pop-Tart's
I'm
pretty
gonna,
good.
I'm gonna get that.
Well,
Pop-Tarts.
thank you all so much for watching or listening to this episode of the Top 5 podcast. If you enjoyed this episode and you're on YouTube, be sure to hit that little subscribe button and that notification bell so you get notified every single time we post an episode. It's every Sunday, just a heads up. And if you are on Spotify, Apple Music, Spreaker, Stitcher, Google podcasts, I think. I don't know. Whatever Spreaker helped me put you on. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed, also share on social media. And if you could find our social medias, because we don't really post it anywhere, DM us what topics you think we should pick for next week's episode. If we pick it, we'll give you a shout out. And lastly, thank you, Aaron, for being a part of this episode. Happy to have you
Guys,
on.
thank you
Our
very
first
much.
guest.
Thanks, guys.
Let's go. No
Gotta
issues
love being
either.
here.
No technical difficulties. Aaron, you really stepped up to the plate on this one. Nice
Sweet,
nice
thanks.
gamer headset
Love being
too.
here, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a real gamer.
Yeah. And well, when we turn this off, Aaron, you're gonna go play Subnautica. I'm sure we're all gonna hop on the station. So to everyone else
Absolutely.
who's on
Gotta
in
play
this
that new
call,
Sub-Zero.
we'll see you all next week.
See you guys.
Peace.